No more hooky, my ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2026 NFC Grand Final game here at Dynasty Ballpark in Christchurch. Hawke's Bay it is, taking on Hutt Valley. There we have live pictures for you here right now. I am Gary Rohihi for Beyond the Dugout Broadcasting. Joining me in colour commentary, Naomi Shaw. Naomi, we've just had a fantastic semi-final. Looking forward to a great final.
Oh, that was a very busy semi-final, wasn't it? Hutt Valley versus Auckland. But Hutt Valley are the defending champions, and boy, are they going to come out strong after that excellent ball game, scoring 15 runs in the earlier game. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. The formalities for the start of the game over. As I said before, Gary Rohihi here for Beyond the Dugout. Joining me, Naomi Shaw, for this grand final. Was sure to be a great grand final. We had a wonderful semi-final before here. And the grand final, Hawke's Bay versus Hutt Valley. And looking forward to this game. Hutt Valley being the defending champions for the National Fast Pitch Championship. But you would have to say at this stage, Gazza, that Hawke's Bay might have the upper edge, having defeated Hutt Valley quite strongly in the earlier rounds.
Well, there we go. But of course, we know that, Naomi, that counts for nothing. There's 16 degrees. Temperature's gone down a little bit. It was 21 degrees earlier. Still a beautiful day. There we go. The umpires for the grand final. Home plate is Casey Smeeks, Robbie Sadgrove at first base, Gavin Shepherd out there at second, Heidi Leithart at third. The scorer is Adonna Gillard. There we go, the other team there to introduce them for what I'm sure, Naomi, is going to be a great final. But I don't think if we've had Hawke's Bay in a final in the NFC Championship before.
Well, I'm not sure about their statistic, but they've certainly the team informed right up to this point.
Defensively for Hutt Valley out there at right field is Barnett Gibson, centre field Caitlin Lewin, Banama Mark here at left, Lara Andrews at short, Lacey Tangiano in the hot corner, Denver Shaw Tate at first base, Kiri Winiata-Ranoka at second, Angela Harrison doing the pitching to Otila Tavite. That is the defensive lineup for Hutt Valley in this one. A strong lineup, Naomi. We saw Angela Harrison pitch the last 4 innings of the previous game, the semi-final. We'll just keep going there with the offensive lineup for Hawke's Bay, their batting lineup. Mediana Marquez is going to lead off for them. Kerry Simeon coming in after that. Rita Hokianga, Hope Weber, Melanie Gettings, the meat of that order. Hayley Breakwell, Pania Monk, Misha Shaw Wallace, Ngā Rongo Kaumoana Ponga, comes in to round out their batting order, and that is, if anything, as lethal a batting order as there is in the tournament and comparable to the one that Hutt Valley offer.
Oh, look, I'm really pleased actually to see Angela Harrison take the ball on the mound for this game. She came in the second part of the game against Auckland and had a really mature performance. She hasn't done a lot of pitching up to the state, but she certainly is one of those, players of our future, pitchers of our future.
Of course, she came in on the semi-final, so she'll be nice and warm. Hutt Valley obviously had the morning game to make their way through to this grand final, and they did that courtesy of just an absolutely amazing performance with the
15
bat.
runs.
Yeah, to the tune of 15 runs.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that a gallant Auckland scored 8 of their own, but 23 runs in the semi-final. That was highly entertaining.
I think what it does, having 15 runs, is that all of those Hutt Valley hitters have had a lot of time to look at the ball, a lot of BP, batting practice in the earlier game, and so they'll be running hot coming into this game.
Yeah, of course, the pitcher for Hawke's Bay, Kaya Parnaby, an Australian, a world-renowned pitcher, not just a good pitcher from Australia.
Oh, yeah, what a bonus for Hawke's Bay.
Yeah, absolutely. There's the first pitch, ladies and gentlemen. Harrison gets the game underway. She's pitching to Mediana Markia, the lead-off hitter. Now, we did mention off camera we've got 2 sets of sisters opposing each other in this ball game, Naomi.
Yes, we have Mediana Markia for Hawke's Bay, her sister Marama Markia are out in left field, and of course Denver Shaw Tate and Misha Shaw Wallace.
That one hoisted high. There's a nice job of communication out there between left and centre. It's left field that takes it out there. That was Marama Markia wanted to take out her sister.
Oh, yes, she did. Thanks very much. I'll have that one out of the way.
Yeah.
And of course,
sister to sister on that one, and one down here to that one hoisted high. There's a nice job final to decide the 2026 champion for our national fast pitch tournament, and this is, of course, the bookend for our national age representative, age grade and senior representative program, and this is the showpiece, really, isn't it, Naomi, of our representative program?
Oh, the NFC is without the elite competition. We talked about club nationals versus NFC, and this is where all the top players come.
Yeah.
And club nationals is great. You see a lot of great ball too as well, but it's here where it all happens, and it's here where New Zealand White Sox coach Craig Wallace will be naming a team to travel to Oklahoma to play in the WBC World Championship qualifying tournament later this year.
And here's another batter here that will be in Coach Wallace's reckoning when that team gets named. Kerry Simeon, she's in the DP for the Hawke's Bay lineup. Another very powerful, not just batter, she's definitely an all-round athlete when it comes to on the diamond.
Yes, and Kerry was also the starting catcher for the New Zealand White Sox team, so probably a little unusual not to see her in the Hutt Valley uniform. But here she is, she's playing for Hawke's Bay, and she will be a player to watch out for.
So the start to this game, a little bit more regulation so far. There's only been the one out in the first inning, but in the previous game we saw both teams help themselves to 4 runs in the first innings.
Yeah. I'm predicting similar action in this game, Gary.
Yeah, both teams definitely chock full of talented hitting. As we see Simeon launch one over the third base dugout for a foul. Kerry been in the softball scene for a long time now.
Yes, she has.
She still seems to me to be very young.
A young mother of 2 children.
Yeah, that's right. But
and I tell you, those kids just practice their softball on the sideline at every game, at every practice. They're going to be great in their time too as well.
Excellent work. Hits this one hard. It's gone through the 5-6 hole, and Simeon gets them going. That's a great piece of work to get Hawke's Bay going here. In this one, she's safe at first base. It's going to bring to bat number 40, Rita Hokianga.
And here's another player too, Rita Hokianga, lefty pitcher, excellent pitcher in her time with the White Sox, New Zealand White Sox team, and a very good hitter as well too.
Yeah, she also had another player that had a successful career in USA College a few years ago now for her, but definitely came back much better for it.
And also the mother of young children as well. Isn't that great to see these mothers out playing top elite softball?
Yeah, well, somebody's got to bring along our next generation.
Oh,
of
absolutely. You see them
well.
playing on the sideline, and that's where it's all happening.
Here we go. Harrison rears back to go again here now in the grand final. We're loving these pictures once again from Dynasty Ballpark in Christchurch. It's a little bit of cloud on the horizon there, but still a beautiful day down there.
Yeah, I think the wind's come up. It might be a little bit colder than it was. You've already mentioned.
Yep.
Certainly the wind's swirling around out there.
Yeah, our temperatures are just fluctuating a bit down there. We were, I think, 21 degrees this morning. And now I do believe 16 degrees and fine and sunny, which is, for this time of the year, we're still in summer here in New Zealand. It's quite cool.
When you think about Hutt Valley, you've just come off a game fresh from beating Auckland. I've always wondered whether it was an advantage or a disadvantage to play the first game in the morning. Yeah. Does it get you nice and primed and warmed for the final game, or do you start to run out of puff after a little while?
3 balls, 1 strike on Hokianga in this one. She's being very patient in there, waiting for her opportunity to swing the bat. Of course, it is a question that always gets asked. Do you favour the rest, or do you prefer to be the team that played? History, I don't know what bears out the percentages, but certainly it's all bets off when it comes to a grand final.
Great.
Regardless of how you got it.
I'd love to see the stats on that, who actually comes through for a win. But anyway, that was a lovely hit from Rita Hokianga, straight up the middle. Runner advanced to second base. 1 down, and Hawke's Bay have runners on 1 and 2 in a scoring position, just like the last game, Gary.
Yep.
We're going to have a lot of action in this game.
Yes, absolutely. And this is a lady coming up to bat now that is capable of fostering that action, Hope Weber. Who has been an extremely powerful batter in whatever lineup she is in, and in this case it's the Hawke's Bay lineup.
Yes, Hope's a former New Zealand player, Weber, from the Weber whānau.
Yep.
Well known in softball circles. Auntie Gina was one of our pitchers in the early years when New Zealand White Sox were successful, and a very, very strong hitter as well.
Yes, of course, Gina Weber, one of the legendary pitchers from the ladies' game from the, 80s, late 70s through the 80s.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. She was the difference between us, along with a lot of the other players of that era too as well.
Yeah. Hope Weber, though, who possesses a bat of what might be called locally legendary power.
Yes.
She's been launching it over fences since she was a young teenager.
Yes,
I've
quite
seen
regularly.
Her do it.
Yep. And really good to see Hope coaching or assisting coaching with the Porniki Gilbuni Premier Women's team, along with Charlotte Poynton. So really pleasing to see that these players are putting back into the game, into our future.
Absolutely, very good to see that PK got themselves a couple of such experienced players who are now obviously getting their experience as coaches. Hutt Valley there will get their turn in a little while, but just the 1 down here in the top of the first innings. Hawke's Bay, Hutt Valley. Good sprinkling of crowd down there at Dynasty Ballpark. The stands look like they're about half full, or maybe even over that. It's a beautiful setting down there to play softball, especially when the weather's calm. As we see, Hope definitely thought that was a bit low.
Might have walked a little bit earlier on that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's definitely been called a strike.
But that's a full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Hope Weber. And be fair to say, Angela Harrison is just pitching to a plan. She's trying to keep it low. That's probably not quite as low as she needs it to be, as we see Hope launch fully at that one.
Oh, look, Ange just has to pitch to her field. She's got the defence surrounding her, and she has to put pop-ups or balls on the ground and she'll be fine.
And that's a defence that responded in great fashion in that previous game, especially in those last couple of innings.
Oh, unlucky on that one.
That one just off the outside of the plate, according to our home plate umpire.
And he's closer than us.
And he's definitely the man with the word on it. And I think that slow motion replay shows that it might have been just off the plate, but Even our camera doesn't have quite the good position that he has to see it.
Loaded bases. This is a great situation for Hawke's Bay. Loaded bases with Mel Gittings coming into the batter's box. 10 RBIs in this tournament so far after day 3.
Fantastic result for another former New Zealand player, Melanie Gittings.
And also the current national battery coach. She'll know a lot about all of these girls. She would have studied them all.
Another former White Sox who's giving back
Yes.
in many ways. She's been a great player, definitely.
Yes. Yeah. I certainly had a lot of pleasure coaching Mel during a time when she was playing for the White Sox. And as I've already mentioned, it's really good to see these girls putting back into the game.
Bats on the left side of the plate will definitely be looking to earn runs. It's just one down in the innings. So she'll be looking to put a swing. And there she goes. She launches one out the right field. The catch is made. And that is actually going to hold the runner up as she didn't quite tag up as quickly as she possibly needed to.
Yeah.
Kerry Simeon out there at third base.
Yeah. Vivani Gibson, great catch. Did really well to get the ball in so quickly. I think they thought that it was through the gap, but don't underestimate that young player out there. She has made some amazing fielding plays.
There's another one in the speed that Hutt Valley get that ball back into the diamond. Definitely negates players taking advantage of the 60 feet from third base to home plate.
Well, Hutt Valley's still under a bit of pressure here, still loaded bases and stepping into the batter's box. Hayley Breakwell, New Zealand shortstop and a class player.
Hayley Breakwell up to bat now. Hawke's Bay in their black uniform. Hutt Valley in their traditional green and gold.
Nice pitch.
They used to have a predominantly white uniform, Hawke's Bay. They've gone to the dominant black with the white hoops around the sleeves there.
Yes, once upon a time they did, but this is what they favour now, and it's worked for them.
Quite smart. There we go. Definitely means that we can separate both teams.
It's certainly a lot easier. Yeah, Hawke's Bay unbeaten to date, and in this tournament, and seeded first in the after playoffs.
Yep. Came in the direct route to the grand final. Yep. That might answer the question about the stats on direct entry versus having to play a game in the morning.
Yeah.
Simply because the direct entry team tends to be the team that makes it through, with the best record.
Yeah. I'd still like to see the stats on that.
Yeah, it would be interesting.
One day it'd be good to go back through that. For both men and women, it'd be interesting. A great start for Hawke's Bay. Loaded bases in the first innings.
Yeah, definitely pressure on Hutt Valley. They do have 2 down, so 3 balls and 1 strike and he got a hitter's count. So this is right into Hawke's Bay's zone here as far as getting the run scored, as we see a nice pitch on the outside of the plate. But we're already seeing a bit of consistency as the first run of the ball game is walked in by Hutt Valley. And for the first time today, Hutt Valley are behind 1-0 in the first innings of the grand final. Not quite sure what Cindy will be asking, maybe a bit of clarity around the zone.
I mean, pitchers have to understand by this stage that what is the umpire's strike zone?
Yeah.
What is his favoured pitch? And pitch to the umpire, whether you like it or not, it's got to be done.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's up to you to make the adjustment.
Find out fairly quickly what he's calling.
I don't see many umpires walk out of there and go, "Oh, my bad, I'm just going to change my strike zone."
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, so pick up on that fairly quickly and work to it.
Yeah, because if you let frustration build about that sort of thing, it's just one of those. Yeah, that's right. It's just nothing you can do.
And again, plugging that outside, and it's not been called.
And that's all you can ask for when they do establish it. Is that they stay consistent.
Yeah.
And it is Pania Monk up to bat now.
Pania Monk from Waikato, also a mother of young children.
It's this one, it's shortstop that follows that up, and that is taken out at second base where they take the out. And it is concluding the innings there. The top of the first innings concluded there. Hawke's Bay score 1 run. We'll be back with more action in just a minute.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. The top of the first innings is complete. We're back with the lineups for Hawke's Bay in defence out at right field now. Pania Monk, centre field. Mediana Markia. Narongo Komoana Ponga at left. Hayley Breakwell at shortstop. Hope Weber is in the hot corner. Rita Hokianga at second. Misha Shaw-Wallace at first base. Kaya Parnaby doing the pitching to Melanie Gittings behind the dish. Batting-wise, we have the lineup for Hutt Valley. Lead off, Kiri Winiata Anoka, followed by Marama Markia, Candela Figueroa, Dr. Lara Andrews and Lacey Tangiano provide the meat of the batting. Denver Shaw Tate comes in, followed by Ivani Gibson, Tila Tavite, Caitlin Lewin. And if you watched the semi-final at all, you know how powerful this lineup is.
Oh, this is hitting 1 to 9, Gary.
Yeah.
But they are facing Hawke's Bay's trump card, and that's Kaya Parnaby, Australian pitcher. Lefty pitcher with speed.
Yes, I have seen Parnaby pitch before. She is not just good in terms of Australia and New Zealand. She has been internationally ranked as one of the top pitchers in the world.
Oh, she has. I believe that she played out of Hawaii University, I want to say. May have also played in Japan.
There we go. That's a pop fly comfortably taken out there at second base by Winiata and sorry, it's got my sheets around the wrong.
Inoka. Nice out. 1 down.
Who was the batter, of course, has been taken by Rita Hokianga at second base. 1 down, and Marama Markia comes in now for Hutt Valley.
Now, we talked earlier about Marama, how she's able to hustle the ball and get onto base quite consistently. Very high on-base percentage.
Yeah, she's speed to burn out there, and we saw that in Trump.
Hips long, slaps, drops, has it all the tools. No, there's a little one.
This time, and the throw is fired down there.
Yep, out taken. Very nice out there by Mel Gittings. It had to be Mel to get that out. She was the only one who was going to get that play. Well done.
2 down on a great play by Mel Gittings. You do have to be on your game to fire out.
You do. Beautiful bunt too.
She picks it up. There's the throw. Nice pick up there at first base. 2 down in quick time, and if this goes like this, then Parnaby's going to save herself some work as she gasses that one past Figueroa. Candela Figueroa comes in the 3 spot for Hutt Valley. And already we're seeing a different complex on this game from the previous one.
Well, there is going to be some pitcher domination from Kaya Parnaby. She's got all the tools of the trade, being a pitcher, and significant international experience as well too. It's not to say that Hutt Valley can't rise to the occasion.
Oh, with this batting lineup, I'd say it doesn't matter who's in the box, you're in danger of being hit. That was a great pitch right there. It was there for the batter, it was there, and then it just disappeared. Great pitch. This time she rises one into the zone. It's popped out to Hokianga, who gets the sun full in the eyes. Can't take it there.
Yeah. Well, the old classic of, put your other hand up, your throwing hand up to shade the sun. Figueroa a little bit lucky to get away with that one, but it puts her on base.
Here we go. Hutt Valley with 2 down are underway here in the bottom of the first innings. That'll bring to bat Lara Andrews, who has seen the best pitchers in the world, so she won't be overawed by this occasion
Not at all.
And there we go. She lines one straight back to Parnaby, who catches it. And a great reflex catch for the out. There's 2 great players doing what they do right there. But 3 down to complete the first innings. It's Hawke's Bay that lead very early on in this ball game by 1-0 over Hutt Valley. We'll find out what happens when we come back in just a minute. Go, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dynasty Ballpark here in Christchurch, and there's a beautiful panorama of the Port Hills that surround this ground on a beautiful day here in Christchurch. We've got a light breeze now blowing as we see the flags in the distance there, showing a little bit of life. It's Hawke's Bay up to bat. They lead this grand final by 1-0 over Hutt Valley. And up to bat, number 24, Misha Shaw-Wallace, who I saw last week lace one out of the diamond for her club team, Saints of Hutt Valley.
Yeah, Misha had a particularly good hitting performance yesterday leading into the final as well, with a number of multiple base hits. She has hitting pedigree, I call it.
He sure does. And then power to burn too for such a young athlete.
Yes.
This time it's a nice pitch on the outside of the plate by Harrison as she finally tempts one of the Hawke's Bay batters to go for it. Be interesting. We talked about it off air a little bit while about how long Hutt Valley might go with one pitcher in this game, or and Hawke's Bay if it's required.
Oh, it will be innings by innings.
Definitely be innings by innings, as you say.
Yeah.
But I do believe that with this lineup, Hutt Valley will need more than one pitcher.
Yes.
Nice pitch this time. It's Wallace who goes hard at that one, rising in the zone.
I imagine that Kaya Parnaby will do the full 7 innings or whatever's required, but they also have in right field Pania Monk, who's a New Zealand pitcher, and if necessary she can step on the mound and is a very capable pitcher as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Pani, of course, pitches for New Zealand, and of course we've already mentioned that Rita Hokianga is a lefty who also pitched for New Zealand. So a little bit of stock in reserve for the Hawke's Bay team.
And not to mention Rita Hokianga, who's also pitched some of these games here, and another lefty, you know, and very capable. She's had a great tournament on the mound, Rita.
No, experience to burn amongst all three of their pitchers. This time going now. We see one of our fine camera technicians out there adjusting the camera behind the plate there. Thank you, Reese. Angela Harrison it is who rears back, done a great job since she came in on the in the game against Auckland to replace Jada Walters-Rangitihi, who I'm sure is waiting to get a turn in this grand final herself. But there's a player that may have a lot to say in this final right there, Lara Andrews, who's had a lot to say in probably many finals. This time it is Misha Shaw-Wallace who hits one out to centre field, and that is gobbled up out there and fired in, but not before Shaw-Wallace is safe at first base.
She'll be giving her sister a bit of grief as she runs past first base, I'm sure.
Did you see that one? Narongo Komoana Ponga it is who comes in at the bottom of the order for Hawke's Bay, but that doesn't mean she can't bat. She will be a fine batter herself.
Oh, young player from Whanganui. Did play in the Hutt Valley a season ago. And good to see Kim Arupa come out to run for Misha Shaw-Wallace.
Also good to see that she can appear for her own, for Wanganui.
It's the beauty of the draft.
Yeah,
it enables that.
We saw Wanganui in the Heartland Championship recently.
Yeah. All of this is great experience for these young ones.
Yeah, we see the bunt has dropped this time. It's a fine bunt. They do, however, take the lead runner out there, who is given out.
Yeah, lovely lead runner.
Nice work by Hutt Valley to take the lead runner for the first out.
Yeah, great out, Hutt Valley.
Which means Ponga will be safe at 1.
All right, that play was made by Denver Shore Tate down to the lead runner at second base. Nice out by Hutt Valley.
Miriana Mark here it is who comes in to bat. This time the other Mark here who doesn't lose much or anything to her sister in terms of her own batting prowess.
Another mother with a young children.
Nice
I wonder if they've got a big babysitting club on the sideline. But it's fantastic. You know, mothers can play softball at the top end of the scale.
So nannies and cuddles are
that's
for.
That's what whānau is for. All about whānau.
There we go this time. Too low for the strike to be called. It's an interesting grand final. As I mentioned, I don't believe I remember Hawke's Bay featuring in a grand final. I could be wrong at national fast pitch level.
I'm unsure of that statistic. Ball driven up the middle.
Nice hit up the middle. This time it is safe at first and second with one down for Hawke's Bay. Nice job of hitting there by Mediana Mark here. Is going to bring to bat Kerry Simeon. Hawke's Bay, of course, leading the ball game by a slim margin of 1-0.
Well, that was quite close at second base. Well done. Yeah.
You've got to be
It's a very
fast.
close way. You've got to be quick. You've got to be onto it.
You've got to be onto it to beat these outfielders and just in getting to your base.
Yeah. One down and batter in the box is Kerry Simeon. Runners on 1 and 2.
Here we go. Kerry Simeon, number 38.
Hit safely in her first turn at bat to left field.
DP in the lineup for Hawke's Bay. We see Harrison take the pace off that one. To say that Otelia Tavite's done a good job today at catcher for Hutt Valley.
Yes, she has. She certainly calls a solid game.
Very organised. Her game management is very good for her. She's got young pitchers, of course, she has to call for. Nurture, foster. Keep their heads in the game.
Yep.
Usually those are all the jobs a catcher takes on themselves. And
it's a leadership position without a doubt.
Yeah. And often they are often, not all the time, but often they are the captains of teams.
I often say the catcher's the only person that's got the whole team in front of them.
Yeah. Yep, literally.
And that's why they have to be the leaders of the game. Direct the field, let them know how many outs are up,
Yeah.
where the plays might go, direct the play, be ready for the plays at the plate. It's a very busy position. Of course, one of New Zealand's top catchers is this person, Kerry Simeon, in the box. She had a fine performance for New Zealand.
For a long time,
And at South Australia Cup.
At a very young age grade, she wasn't a bad pitcher as well.
She was a very good pitcher, and I do wish she'd stuck with pitching.
Yeah.
And D.B. Megan, the national pitching coach of that time, would say the same thing.
There we go. Fouls this one back, does Kerry? No, I did have the pleasure of coaching her when she was very young.
Yes. Oh, lovely whānau, and of course, auntie to Jada Walters Rangatihi.
Yes.
And Maddie Lambert is coming through for Wellington too as well in the age grades. So the Simeon whānau continue to produce great softballers.
Kerry, this time she's hit one again hard into the outfield. Oh, no.
I think it might have been caught on the drive.
Caught on the drive, yep. Sorry, she hit that one so well, I thought it was going to make it
I thought it cleared the
through.
field too as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go, these replays there.
Oh, that's nice action.
Show it, and it was just fine catch out there.
A good drive
shortstop.
too. Yeah, nice catch, Lara Andrews.
2 down now here in the top of the second innings. 1-0 to Hawke's Bay, number 40, Rita Hokianga. It is up to bat.
The lefty pitcher, right-handed hitter.
Yeah, it's an interesting. I got a son who's a right-handed pitcher and a left-handed batter, so the other way around.
Yeah.
You got another one of them on the team right here.
Yeah, but Rita Hokianga is batting 3 in a very strong lineup, so she's currently in form at this tournament.
She definitely will be. You got to earn your spot in lineups like this.
That's right.
Funnily enough, my other daughter, who does everything left-handed, including fielding, bats right-handed.
Oh.
They must have swapped the gene there somewhere.
I'd be encouraging her to go the other side of the box. Certainly an advantage. You only had to watch the Japanese team play in Australia. I think all 9 were left-handed hitters. They didn't start out that way.
Speed to burn used to be a
burn.
hallmark of Japanese teams, both male and female.
They turn them to the left side of the field.
Yeah.
Batter's box.
And Rita just doing a patient job here.
Yeah.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
I think it's something that New Zealand have been a little bit slow to get onto, like turning some of our quick runners, hitters and runners onto the left side of the batter's box. Yeah. Certainly a big advantage.
Yeah, there's been probably maybe 2 or 3 that can't remember their names right now who have converted themselves into lefties.
Oh, that was a lovely out by Lara Andrews. She was able to pick up the ball that was knocked down by Angela Harrison and take the force out at 2 for the 3rd out of that innings.
Here we go, 3 down there in the second innings, ladies and gentlemen, on a nice play from Hutt Valley. It is Hawke's Bay who cling to a very narrow lead by 1-0 over Hutt Valley. And we'll head to the bottom of the innings and find out what happens when we come back. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this grand final here at the 2026 National Fast Pitch Championship, Dynasty Ballpark in Christchurch, and it's Hawke's Bay taking on Hutt Valley for the bragging rights this year, the right to call themselves the National Fast Pitch Champion for 2026. And it is
Lace Tangiano.
Lace Tangiano up to bat for Hutt Valley, facing Kaya Parnaby out there on the hill. The very classy Australian pitcher that we've got out there. Of course, Australia, another country who've got the World Cup next year.
Yes, they have. I've already booked accommodation over there, so really looking forward to seeing world-class softball at our neighbours. Yeah. So that's fantastic, yeah. Great hit there by Lace.
And Lace Tangiano hits one hard. She had a very good, extremely good semi-final. But this time she gets an inside pitch, turns on it very well, hits it straight to third base.
The ever solid Hope Weber at third base.
Hope Weber, who doesn't let much past her. That'll bring to bat the home run hitter from the first game, Denver Shaw Tate. Who
hit
comes
4 from 4 in the last game with an automatic.
And was the Ballpark Broadcasting MVP for the semi-final. We'll be looking to do what and that's a beautiful change-up from Parnaby. Shaw Tate was through that swing and the ball hadn't reached the strike zone yet. So
not quite sure what's going on out there, but
little bit of a delay there as we get ready to go again. This time it's Parnaby rears back to pitch, and there's a nice pitch, and that's a strikeout for Kaya Parnaby to register her first strikeout of the game. That'll bring to bat Yvonne Gibson, this young phenomenal player. Such a good semi-final earlier on. Such a young age to have such talent and experience on her shoulders.
Yes, and hit 2 from 2s, drove a couple of balls into right field. Prolific right field hitter.
Some of these young players are just not fazed by the occasion, though, eh?
It's the experiences they've been given. Both Farney and Poppy and, others have been taken to Australia to play the best. And the more they do that, the better they'll become.
And you see Parnaby you can just see that the extra velocity is just going to make life uncomfortable.
It takes us a wee while to catch up.
Yeah, for Hutt Valley. And of course, she's not going to give them anything easy either.
She knows them well. Yeah, especially those who played recently in Australia. Well, more in particular, Mel Gittins knows them really well. She coaches the team. She'll have insights on all of these hitters.
Yes, absolutely. Not only, of course, vastly experienced player now. And, of course, in her role, like you say, as battery coach, it's her job to know all these young athletes. There we see, there's a nice hit out to right field.
Another safe hit to right field. Well done.
And Ivani Gibson, we just keep talking superlatives for her, but that's a world-class pitcher. She's just carted to right field there.
Yes, that's right. Or at the tender age of 16 or 17, I'm not sure. She may have just recently had a 17th birthday.
Up to bat, number 39, Ortela Tavite now for Hutt Valley, with a runner on one and a runner on one. Sorry,
2 down.
2 down. A little bit of kidding going on there from two girls, I'm sure, who have been teammates for many years.
Both play for Saints. We've actually got three players here from Saints Hutt Valley, and that's Kiri Simeon, Misha Shaw-Wallace, and Kim Anupa.
Kim Anupa down as the designated runner for Hawke's Bay in this one. Wallace, I'm sure, enjoying her time with Hawke's Bay.
She's loving it.
A lot of experience out there for her to foster off.
She's loving being around a different group of people.
Here we go. The steal is on. The throw is excellent from Giddings, right on target. And
no doubt about that.
Out there was made quite comfortably in the end for 3 down here in the bottom of the second innings. That's 2 complete. In contrast to the first game, this one's going along a little bit quicker. And 1-0 to Hawke's Bay. We'll find out what happens when we come back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and we are enjoying the pitches here from Dynasty Ballpark in Christchurch, where it is grand final time between Hutt Valley and Hawke's Bay. Early stanzas, Naomi. Total contrast so far in this ball game to the semi-final.
We had 15 runs in the first game, and now we're just restricted to 1. Yeah.
I mean, it's probably going to happen. I mean, as the semi-final, was all or nothing for both of those teams, but there's even more on the grand final. This is the championship game.
Yeah.
So, both teams are going to tighten the defence, that's for sure.
Yes, and it has been a very tight game up to now.
Hope Weber it is who comes to lead off the batting for Hawke's Bay. Number 2, they're right in the meat. You've got Weber, Giddings and Breakwell before Pani Monk comes in. All of them very, very good batters.
Hawke's Bay have a very good hitting lineup as well, too, 1 to 9.
It's a feature of all 3 teams we've seen today is the depth of the batting. And Auckland were no slouches themselves.
Yeah. We talked about how the game's changed earlier, and it certainly has. It's certainly become more of an offensive game. But for me, that creates a lot of excitement. Fielders have to field. There's a lot of action out there.
It's funnily enough, we saw 23 runs in total in that game.
Yeah, 23 runs in total,
amazing.
That's right.
But if you'd have said to Auckland before the game you're going to get 8 runs in this game, they might have taken it.
Yeah, but that's not unusual. When you watch the Softball Australia Cup, I mean, those top teams had similar numbers.
Yeah.
Similar numbers right up.
There's world-class pitching as well, so, we're seeing these young girls like Harrison and Rangitihi pitch now very good and probably will rise to be world-class, but they're not quite there yet.
Oh, they're still in their youth and they still have a long time to go yet.
Yeah. Parnaby, however, has definitely been there and done that and is a world-class pitcher.
Yes.
So it's lovely to see at this level
Yeah.
how our girls are going to go against that.
Yeah. Second walk for Hope Weber.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to stray too close to her hitting zone, so probably a bit of respect in there for that. But yes, Hope enjoys the walk to be replaced by Melanie Giddings.
And coming out to run for Hope Weber is Kim Arupa.
And of course, Hawke's Bay coached by a man who's very much a veteran coach these days.
The Wiley Fox,
the Wiley
Kevin
Fox,
Giddings.
Kevin Giddings, and assisted by Daryl Paul.
Really good to see Kevin still put him back into the game.
Yeah, well,
He could have retired, he could have gone away, but he's not. Here he
He took
is.
some time off after he finished with his stint as the White Sox coach, but
That's right.
good to see him back there and giving his experience back to the game as well.
Yeah. And it's this competition that we need to thrive. The harder the better, I say.
Oh, absolutely. I totally agree. The more teams that can get to the level of, for example, Hutt Valley and Auckland, and of course Hawke's Bay are there now, but, the more we can get there, the better.
Yes.
The stronger it makes our game overall.
There's a number of internationals playing here at this tournament. All of them enhance the game, I say. Strengthen the game, enhance the game.
Well, of course, ladies and gentlemen, following the conclusion of this grand final, which has still got obviously so long to go, we're only in the third inning. Of course, we're going to bring you the men's grand final. That grand final to be played between two of the powerhouses in New Zealand softball, Canterbury and Auckland. So look out for that one when it comes time as well.
Lovely out there from Lara Andrews across to Denver Shore Tate. That's 2 down for Hutt Valley. And brings into the batter's box Pania.
Nice work there, and Lara Andrews has already been a feature of the defence of Hutt Valley. Obviously, shortstops are always there or thereabouts. So she is definitely earning her money out there today. Not saying that they're getting paid, but you've got to earn it.
I don't think any of our players get paid.
No, we're definitely the ultimate grassroots sport. So she's all self-funded these days.
Oh, these girls, some of these girls who play internationally in several teams contribute hugely financially. I only have to look at my own whānau. I've got 3 national representatives, and oh my gosh, fundraising is just a consistent thing we do all year round.
Yeah. Here we go. Pania Munkett is there into bat right now. She's hoisted that one very high into shallow centre field. Coming in to catch it. Ooh. And there's a nice job out there. Miriana Marquez, who initially didn't look like she'd...
Oh, it was Caitlin Lewin.
Caitlin Lewin, sorry.
Yeah, picked that one up off the bat of Pania Monk.
3 down. Caitlin Lewin makes the catch. It is, and it is top of 3 complete there, and it is 1-0. And a very tight ball game so far. We'll find out what happens when we come back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're at Dynasty Ballpark for the running of the 2026 National Fast Pitch Championship, the grand final here this afternoon now, It is between Hutt Valley and Hawke's Bay. It is Hawke's Bay who will call it clean because it is a tenuous lead when it's only 1 run in it. 1-0 it is to Hawke's Bay in this ball game. And there's a fine hit straight through the 5-6 hole there for Caitlin Lewin.
No, there was Sotila Taviti, and it's nice to see her get that hit out into left field.
Of course.
Here comes runner Poppy Priddle.
It is me who got a run better ahead there on my score sheet. Beautiful hit there, and that brings 2 back, Caitlin Lloyd.
And a great opportunity here for Hutt Valley to equalise. We've got Poppy Priddle, who's a run on first base, sophomore New Zealand superstar of the future, and lots of speed on base.
There's the bunt. First
Lovely
pitch,
bunt.
dropped straight this time, and there we see that runner is moved in fine fashion by Hutt Valley to second base. We did ask the question before how Hutt Valley were going to negate the power of Parnaby on the mound, who's not going to give them much. Well, there we go, the short game in effect.
Yeah, the
right
short
there.
game. Worked really well. Lovely bunt there from Caitlin Lewin. Now advanced Poppy Priddle to second base in a scoring position. Anything that hits the grass, she's going to score on.
Kitty Winiata and Noku, they're back at the top of their order. It is who comes up to bat, and a fine batter in her own right. Here we go, number 20. These great pitches we're enjoying here from Christchurch. Nice crowd in for this one today. I'm sure it'll keep building as the day goes on. Kaya Parnaby pitching to Melanie Giddings. We're getting used to seeing these young batteries in operation, Naomi, but this is definitely the other end of the spectrum.
Wow,
very
experienced and
battery.
wise.
Yep. Turned very well on this one. It is Weber who picks it up at third base, fires it across for the out, but not before Poppy Priddle moves across to third base. 2 down now, and Hutt Valley are just doing what they need to do to move that runner around the diamond.
Yeah. Once they're in a scoring position, anything goes. Yeah, nice play.
Here we go, and Hutt Valley it is who give themselves an opportunity. 60 feet away now from home plate is Poppy Priddle, with up to bat is number 4, Marama Markia, due up in the order next.
Just looking back on that last play, Gary, really good to see Hope hold Poppy up at second base, but it still wasn't enough to keep her back. She's got speed to boot.
Speed to burn. If you've got to fire that,
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably the longest throw on the infield is usually from 3 to 1. With regularity. And, someone of Poppy Priddle's speed definitely able to take advantage of that.
Oh, here's a batter in the box who can make a difference in a game. 2 down. Runner on 3.
Mark here it is, he swings hard at that pitch and not able to get a hold of a nice pitch on the outside of the plate by Parnaby. Oh, Hutt Valley, of course, with the meat of their order to come. It is 2 down, so Marama Markia fighting to keep them in this innings and score that runner at third base as we see that pitch off the plate to even the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Oh, nice catch there. No. Parnaby's throwing rockets down there.
There's a lot of experience going into that catching because she's definitely missed her spot that occasion. Easy to let that ball go through with the pitcher of that velocity.
That's right.
Certainly not the way you want to score a run, but nice job there by Mel.
Take them any way you get them.
Oh, absolutely. This time it's Mark here who gets the bat on it. Fouls that one back. Count is full. That's 3 and 2. Mark here definitely better able to take advantage of this count right now. He knows where this pitch has got to be. This time
nice
it's low.
work.
That's a great job by Mark here to earn a walk right there.
Created a 1 and 3 play. Let's see what Hawke's Bay do with this.
1 and 3 play with Figueroa, the international, coming up from Argentina. All the way from Argentina to little old New Zealand to play softball against Hutt Valley in the grand final at Christchurch.
Yeah, hasn't really hit us as often as she would like to, but that doesn't mean to say that it can't happen. You know, batting at number 3 in the batter's box.
First pitches the ball, and Markia helps herself to second
Strolls
base.
down to 2.
Runners at 2 and
runners
3
there.
now for
Two
Hutt
runners
Valley.
there in a scoring position now.
We're in the bottom of the third innings. This game going through at a slightly different clip as to the previous one. This one launched high into the outfield. It's going to land on the grass, and that's probably going to score 1. It could score 2,
Yeah.
and it does score 2.
Yeah.
Hutt Valley move ahead in this ball game. A fine piece of batting from Hutt Valley.
Yeah.
Have definitely earned those runs.
Yeah, a little bit of a powder puff, I call it. That popped up, but it did just go in the gap between infield and outfield.
Yeah, you wouldn't say that the batter's aiming for that, but
Yeah.
look, if it happens, that you know that's the luck.
Oh, when you've got runners like Poppy Priddle and Marta Mamaki
Yep.
out there, they're always going to score on anything. That puts them into a 1-run lead, 2-1 in this ball game.
2-1 in this ball game in the third inning now, and it is Hawke's Bay for the first time who are looking at a deficit and are under pressure. Lara Andrews it is to bat. Figueroa is out at first base, standing there waiting to run. Andrews laced one straight back at the pitcher in her last at bat. This time she's done one better, and she hits one into the grass in the outfield.
Another run coming
That
in.
should mean Figueroa will get all the way around, and she does. Another player with speed to burn.
Nice hit there by Lara Andrews to score another run for Hutt Valley.
There we go. Hutt Valley are launching an assault here that's going to
Yep.
be hard to combat. Once they get going with the bat, they score them in bunches.
They certainly do.
That prompts the conversation out there in the mound, and it's a good time for it. You just got to break up that streak from Hutt Valley, and this very dangerous order is once again proving their worth with the bat. 3-1. You're in the third innings. In the context of a grand final, this could be a significant break.
Yes, for a grand final, but, with 7 innings in this game, it's going to be
That's right.
close right down to the wire.
The nice pitch come back from Parnaby. This time it's Lace Tangiano out there to bat. And again, we've talked about the world class of the pitcher out there, but Hutt Valley are just showing how classy they are of the bat themselves.
There's another one.
And Lacey has hit that one very hard. It's going straight down the throat out there of left field. And it's Narongo Komoana Ponga who ends the pain for Hawke's Bay in this one. Now a trail in this ball game versus Hutt Valley by 3-1. We'll be back with more action in just a minute.
Be on the dugout, lace them up and we run out. Step up to the plate, swing away, or you get struck out. Pitcher on the mound like you don't want to face this. Hit it so hard, you be running around the bases. Do it for your teammates, do it for the fam. Do it for your city, true ballers understand. You gotta work together, you gotta find a way. Put your body on the line and make that play. Be on the dugout, lace them up and we run out. Step up to the plate, swing away, or you get struck out. Pitcher on the mound like you don't want to face this. Hit it so hard, you be running around the bases. Be on the dugout. Be on the dugout. Be on the dugout. Be on the dugout.
What a third innings we just saw from Hutt Valley. They helped themselves to 3 runs. Now lead the ball game over Hawke's Bay in this grand final by 3-1, and that was great batting innings by Hutt Valley.
Oh, it was great batting there by Hutt Valley. But by Hutt Valley. Interesting that they scored 2 runs on 2 down. But they were able to do that, and now it's Hawke's Bay's turn at bat, and coming into the batter's box, Misha Shaw-Wallace, who hit safely to centre field in their last turn at bat.
Shaw-Wallace at the bat for Hawke's Bay, who will look to be replying in kind to this 2-run deficit. Of course, that means you've got to score 3 runs at least to win this ball game.
Yep.
Not that Hutt Valley are going to be resting on 3, but right now that's the equation for Hawke's Bay.
Yeah. Going into the 4th innings, I think pitcher on the mound, Angela Harrison's doing a great job so far.
She
We
is.
talked about whether she would stay for the whole game, but at the moment she's doing well enough.
doing well enough to go certainly a lot deeper in the game at the moment. We saw so far both Hutt Valley and Auckland capable of scoring a lot of runs in a fast amount of time. And Hawke's Bay, who with their lineup definitely capable of scoring runs in bunches as well. This one is hit by Shaw Wallace out to shortstop. That's a dangerous play because we've already seen several great plays out there by
Lara Andrews. You're not going to get a pass, Lara. Mince it to her.
Shaw Wallace, the first out. He'll be followed at the bottom of the order now by number 49, Ngārongo Komoana Ponga. One down here. We're into the fourth inning already in what is becoming quite a quick game. Hawke's Bay looking to get bodies on bases.
Yes, that's what's needed. They've got a couple of runs to catch up, and they need to do it earlier rather than later.
Yeah, it's one of those things where the lead is slim. It's still only 2 runs. But as innings disappear, that pressure just mounts on that 2-run.
Yeah, always preferable to score earlier.
Yeah. And we saw that earlier in the year when I had the pleasure of commentating the boys under 17 grand final, which was eventually won by Canterbury over Hutt Valley by only 1-0.
Oh.
on a run that was scored by a fielding error by Hutt Valley in the first innings.
Oh dear, in the first innings.
And
you went the whole game.
And it went the whole game.
Dear.
You would not have predicted that.
No, not at all. Yeah.
Sometimes that's how significant a little error can be in this game.
Well, there's been very few errors in this one. It's a very tidy game defensively from both teams.
This time it is Ponga who launches a foul ball back over the heads of everybody.
Ngārongo Komoana Ponga put a lovely bunt down before and advanced a base runner.
Well, the younger athletes in this ball game so far have been to the forefront of the batting. We've seen hits from Shaw Wallace and for Hawke's Bay, as well as Ivani Gibson for Hutt Valley.
Just looking at Ngārongo Komoana Ponga, it's great to see. I think I've already mentioned some really good young players coming out of Manawatu and Whanganui. She's from Whanganui. And Poppy Priddle's from Whanganui as well too. So it's really terrific to see these smaller associations contributing to the big picture.
Well, we had the Heartland Championship just recently, and what a tournament that is to foster those associations, as we saw Manawatu feature in both grand finals. And absolutely fantastic to see them doing that.
Yeah. It gives them the opportunity to play this higher level of softball, and then they progress. They go on to the elite game.
Yep. And that's of course, I think one of the reasons why the Heartland exists.
Yes.
So that these players can, and the associations that they play for, can eventually make it into what this is, the NFC, which is our showpiece representative tournament.
It's only a relatively new concept, but it's such a good one for that second tier of associations and players. Opportunity, I call it opportunity for them to shine. And then out of that comes players that progress.
3 balls, 2 strikes and a full count now on Ponga. Looking to get Hawke's Bay underway and get herself on base. Harrison, who's done a fantastic job so far, and now 4 innings of work.
Strike out.
Finishes it off and strikes out Ngārongo Komoana Ponga for the second out here in the 4th innings. And we go to the top of the order where it is Mediana Mark here, who looks to go to work now for Hawke's Bay. We've already seen her sister Marama do very well for Hutt Valley. Mediana's turn now.
I'm just thinking that it wasn't that long ago that I thought I saw Marama, Mediana with her young baby, and that must only be a few months ago.
Yeah. Yes, she is the athlete she is. She's hoisted one high. It's nicely taken out there at centre field. Caitlin Lewin, who has the 3rd out here in the ball game.
And it is Hutt Valley back on top in this ball game by 3-1 over Hawke's Bay. As we head into the bottom of the fourth innings, we'll find out what happens when we come back in just a minute. There we go, a lovely shot of the crowd here at Dynasty Ballpark, which continues to build here for these grand finals here on grand final day, and it is Hawke's Bay in the ladies taking on Hutt Valley for the right to call themselves NFC champions here in 2026. And following this, we are not finished, of course. We've got the showpiece for the men. Their grand final will follow this, scheduled for 1 o'clock. But it will, of course, be a little bit late, as these games I want to do. They're going a little bit over time. There we see Auckland taking on Canterbury. Isn't that going to be an absolute beauty?
That would be an absolute cracker.
And, of course, we are seeing the benefit of seeing a world-class pitcher here in the ladies' final. Well, yep, you're going to have a look at Jack Beesgrove in the grand final, who has been playing for Auckland, and he is rated the #1 men's pitcher in the world at the moment. So, ladies and gentlemen, have a look at that
around,
one.
yeah. Aren't we so fortunate to see these great players in our game?
Absolutely. There we go. Up to bat is the batter for Hutt Valley now. Denver Shaw Tate out there to lead things off for Hutt Valley. Get us going here in the bottom of the fourth innings. Of course, the call in that men's game will be brought to you by Damien Collins. And yes, the legend himself, Wayne Lauru, will be here. Looking forward to that one. This is the game we've got to focus on right now, though, and it is Hawke's Bay who have got to the head of them against Hutt Valley, because Hutt Valley do not give up 2-run leads easily. Yep, in terms of toughness, and beating someone when they get ahead of you, Hutt Valley second to none. Interesting test for a team like Hawke's Bay, who have talent to burn and experience in there, but they have, as a group, only come together pretty much this week for this tournament.
Well, I was actually just looking at that before, and they are their team is composed of players from Auckland, Hutt Valley, Wellington, overseas, Manawatu. So quite a mixed combination. But as you said, difficult for them to get together for a pre-tournament training. Better in the box now, Ivani Gibson. It looks like Denver Shaw Tate was struck out on that one.
So Shaw Tate strikes out to be replaced by Ivana Gibson for 1 down here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
It's successfully hit safely to right field in the last turn at bat.
Yeah, definitely showing the way for some of her more senior batters out there as Ivana Gibson.
Yes.
Making every post a winner so far in her career. Shortens up and then has a cut at that pitch.
Not something that I've seen her do that very often. So, nothing like being innovative. I mean, she's facing one of the world's best.
Yeah.
And, it's great to see a young one adopt something, different strategy.
There we go, and it's Parnaby who gets the job done, and consecutive strikeouts re-establishes her in this game after giving up 3 runs in the previous inning to Hutt Valley. She's come back strongly with 2 strikeouts. Catcher Otila Tavite up to bat now. We see that pitch straight on the knees, and that's a fine dropping pitch in the zone there for Parnaby.
We were talking earlier about how we had seen so few strikeouts, but we're starting to see a few more of them now.
Yep.
Parnaby starting to rack a few more up.
I think 4 in this game already versus just 2 in the whole game last game.
Yeah.
Yep. But the big question is, of course, is Hawke's Bay got to do it with the bat. Parnaby does her job right now. The score remains 3-1.
Oh, it's hitting that wins games.
That's right. So Tila Tavite's done a very good job for Hutt Valley behind the dish and continues to go to work as a batter. Done a great job with that, as well as having a fine day all round.
I already mentioned that in the background when you look down the third base line, there's a big, huge building that's been constructed by Canterbury Softball, and that's going to be a pitching battery performance academy going to be set up. There's something along those lines to grow more pitchers and catchers, key positions in our game.
Absolutely, and it's something that obviously New Zealand softball have got to climb the hill there for them in
Yes,
both
we do.
men's and women's.
We have to invest.
Yeah.
And good on Canterbury Softball for getting that going.
Here we go. There's a nice hit by Tavita. It's vacuumed up out there at shortstop. There's a nice job by Hayley Breakwell. Takes the out for 3 up, 3 down here in the Hutt Valley innings. 4 complete. Hutt Valley lead the ball game here in the grand final by 3-1. We'll be back in just a minute. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are at Dynasty Ballpark, where it is Hawke's Bay taking on Hutt Valley in the grand final. Hutt Valley does lead the ball game by 3 runs to 1 over Hawke's Bay. It's Hawke's Bay up to bat right now, and we've got Kerry Simeon leading them off. We're into very much the middle stanzas of this game, and Naomi, coach's hat on. What have you got to be thinking if you're the Hawke's Bay coach?
I'm thinking it's time to get moving. 3 more turns at bat for Hawke's Bay. They're at the top of their order. They've got hitters right through their order. They really need to start getting runners on base and putting them across home plate.
Absolutely. Bodies on bases. It's a simple thing.
Across home plate.
Sounds like a simple thing, but often it's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah. Well, Hutt Valley playing so well defensively as well too. And I have to say, Angela Harrison is having a great start on the mound. You know, anything that's put in the ground or up in the air is going to be taken by Hutt Valley. So,
well, we did talk about Hutt Valley might have to use more than one pitcher. Well, the way she's going, and I don't want to shake bones at her in any way, shape or form, but the way she's going, she could pitch the whole 7 if she continues like this.
Oh, you wouldn't move her the way she's going. She's doing a job wonderfully.
Yep, seems to be unflappable out there. The pitches that are out of the zone are probably deliberate. I won't say that when it's 3 balls and no strikes, however. That doesn't apply to this one. And Kerry Simeon doing a great job of just keeping the bat on the shoulder.
Yeah.
She sees this one and she goes hard at it.
And it's...
Oh, not able to be caught. So Simeon will be rounding first, heading towards 2. And that's the way to get Hawke's Bay going. She definitely took the leader's role on her shoulders there.
That's a great hit there from Kerry Simeon. This could be the start of the Hawke's Bay fight back.
Now, we talked about you putting your coach's hat on. How are you with the 3-0 pitch and then swinging hard?
Oh, definitely swinging it. I often, you can be sure that pitch is going to be right down the middle.
Yeah.
As long as you don't get ahead of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd always encourage any hitters to have a shot at it, to be honest.
Nice. And this one's hit hard also. This is going to go all the way out to the fence at right field. It's going to get Kerry Simeon come in from second base. And there's a fine job. This time it's Rita Hokianga. And we talked about teams that are able to score runs in bunches. Well, look out, because there's already one scored.
Here come Hawke's Bay.
Here come Hawke's Bay. There's a runner at 2. There's none down, and Hope Weber up to bat.
Yeah. A couple of fine hits there from Kerry and Rita. One run across the plate, none down, and a runner in scoring position.
Well, you talk about the experience taking the game by the scruff of the neck. It appears to be exactly what the Hawke's Bay girls' experience are doing right now.
Well, all of them have the ability to do that. They're not going to be fazed by any pressure, to be honest. You know, they've been there before. They've done this, for many, many years.
Yeah, well, you've got a runner at 2. You've got one scored already. You've got none down. And then you've got Weber, Giddings, Breakwell and Monk coming up to bat before you get the relative youth of Misha Shaw-Wallace.
Yeah.
So, the meat of that order goes all the way to number 9.
And there isn't a more solid hitter than this person, Hope Weber.
Yeah, if you're going to count on someone to get the job done, I might have said Kerry Simeon first, but I would probably say Hope Weber second, or equally Hope Weber.
Well, she's already picked up 2 walks in this game, so Hutt Valley have some respect for her hitting
Oh,
power.
absolutely, yeah.
Hope will be wanting to get on to one.
What a change in dynamic, though, bearing in mind there's a runner at 2, there's already a runner at score, and there's none down.
Yes.
I think pitching around her might not be the way to go.
Well, you've got Mel Gittings following Hope Weber,
Yeah.
so pitching around her might put her out there, and that's another runner on base.
So here we go, we'll find out. That's a fine pitch. Can't have been too much on that one on the inside of the plate there, but it was called a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike on Hope Weber. And probably for only the second time since the first innings and Hawke's Bay scored that run, we're seeing Harrison under an enormous bit of pressure right here.
Yeah.
Pressure's just not on her pitching, it's also on Hutt Valley's fielding to affect an out. They need an out.
That's right. So it's a 3-2 ball game now.
Yeah.
1 run difference. Middle of the game, 5th innings, none down.
Big moment, even for
Big
Hawke's
moment.
Bay as well, though, because, they're looking to get it evened up.
Oh,
There's going to be
Another
the
walk for
questions
Hope
going to
Weber.
get asked.
yeah. Now, checking if that swing was made. That call will go to the first base umpire, and he is called. No, held back. Well done.
It was held back there, and Hope has too much experience to let herself get
Caught like that.
caught out like that.
So Hope Weber has been replaced on base by designated runner Kim Arupa. A young player with a great future, played in the junior White Sox team in their recent trip to Australia, plays out of the Saints Softball Club in the Hutt Valley, has been in every national title win for Hutt Valley at under 17 and under 19 level. Terrific kid, catches, plays shortstop, outfield. You just ask her where to go and she'll go anywhere.
Just another one of the talent factory that seems to have erupted out of Hutt Valley in recent years.
Also coaches the Saints under 19 Tirito under 19. You know, a bunch of lovely little cuties for whom Te Reo is a focus for that team.
Melanie Giddings, it is, coming into bat in a very dangerous situation for Hutt Valley right now. The difference now is 1 run. Hutt Valley still in the lead, but there is a none down in this innings. Runners at 1 and 2. A run has already scored here in the 5th innings. And Giddings, the experience of Giddings as she fires one back over the top. We're seeing a very aggressive approach from Hawke's Bay. They're not letting anything near the strike zone go past.
No, that's right. And it's Mel Mel Gittings, who's already got 10 RBIs after day 3. That's a significant number of runs batted in. And she's got the capability, she's got the experience.
And she's launched one this time, and it's gone deep to the fence. That's going to score the 2 runners. One runner out there.
Yeah.
And Giddings herself, who levels the ball game up with her 11th RBI of this tournament.
Oh, yeah.
standing up there at second base.
Nice work.
And we talked about dangerous times for Hutt Valley this time. How dangerous is this situation now, still with none down and runners at 2 and 3? Hayley Breakweller will be up to bat. Number 86.
Looks like we're going to get that pitching change that we talked about earlier. Well, isn't that lovely to see Jada and Ange just have a wee hug there, and she's giving her best wishes too as well.
There we go. There's a pitching change being made out there. So this pitching change brought to you by Beyond the Dugout Broadcasting.
From the humble beginnings of a Wellington garage and with a good helping of Kiwi Can Do, Resine have been proudly colouring New Zealand since 1946. Environmentally approved quality paints, colours and expert advice, all available at your local Resine colour shop. Our friendly team are here to help you get the best results for your project. With creative colours and innovative paint all made right here in New Zealand. You can rely on Resine to get the job done.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back as we are just seeing the end of this picture change. And Angela Harrison, who we had talked up and done such a fantastic job, and she did do a fantastic job for Hutt Valley, has been replaced on the hill by Jada Walters. Rangitihi has come in, and Hutt Valley they're always going to have to make a change.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier, didn't we? That it was likely that Ange wouldn't go the whole game, and she hasn't. But coming in here is Jada Walters Rangitihi, and we were pretty impressed, have been impressed with her play to date as well. From my point of view, I just love seeing these young pitchers on the mound. Excellent work.
Cindy Portai had to make the change, and she has. She hasn't hesitated. They've levelled the ball game up. It is now 3 apiece, a grand final, and we're in the 5th innings, and this scoreline is definitely now, always has been worthy of a grand final.
Yes.
The two teams that are the best in the tournament have ended up in the grand final and are locked up in the 5th innings.
Well, to Hutt Valley's credit, they've certainly turned their results around. I mean, Hawke's Bay have beaten them quite convincingly in the earlier 2 games, and now we've got a tied ball game going into the final. So, full credit to Hutt Valley.
Well, it's Hayley Breakwell who's out there now for Hawke's Bay, but let's not forget the situation they're in. They've just levelled the ball game up from being 3-1 down. We're in the 5th innings. There is still none out. They've scored 2 runs. They've got a runner on 3, and they've got a runner on 2. So in terms of the ball game, even though it's tied up, slightly advantage Hawke's Bay at the moment.
Spatter in the box, Hayley Breakwell from the United States. Somebody I want to mention is just one of the best shortstop I've ever seen in the game. She made some great plays earlier in Softball Australia Cup.
There we go, taking some deep breaths as she gets ready to face Rangitihi, and there's a big hit. This time it's gone deep. It's 2 bounces into the fence. It's going to score runs. It's both runners who come in to score. Breakwell standing up at second base, and now it's Hawke's Bay who have helped themselves to 4 runs in this innings. Yeah. There's the replay, and that's a fine swing.
That's a big hit.
Well, we talked about before the Japanese team swinging and not appearing to put power into it. It's just pure timing. Well, that was a timing hit.
That was a timing hit. I was almost going to say that, hitting wasn't Breakwell's strength, and then she proves me wrong by putting it to the fence. But we did talk about how the Japanese just stroked through the ball.
Yeah.
And, nice and relaxed and drive through the ball, and that hit looked like it as well, too.
Nice and easy as it was, and it's Pania Monk up to bat now. Number 86. For Hawke's Bay. Hawke's Bay now back in the lead. And in terms of this ball game, we talked about it with Hutt Valley that 2 runs might be a big hurdle to overcome. Well, now it's Hutt Valley's turn to find out if they can do it. But having said that, Hawke's Bay, still none down.
None down.
So, it's all ahead of Hutt Valley right now in this innings. Very, very dangerous time for them in terms of this ball game.
Oh, they really want to get some outs. Put it on the ground, let the field do the work.
And it's an unenviable position for Rangitihi to come into. As we see a hard hit out to second base, it's a full diving take out there, and what an out. Wonderful out. Well done there. Pania Monk, just the first out.
Doing a job, though, advancing the break ball from second to third base, and now she's in a closer scoring position to home plate. And this is what Hawke's Bay have done well the whole tournament. They've been able to score runs.
Just enjoying that out there, though. Winiata Anoka diving full to her right and still making the out at first base. Nice job there. Brings to bat Misha Shaw-Wallace. Compared to what's just come before her in the batting, this is probably the most inexperienced in the lineup. And that's not being disrespectful to her, because she's a wonderful hitter. But
she's loving playing with all these experienced players, trust me. Yeah. And, she's a pretty solid hitter herself.
There we go, and she's hit this one in this time. It is Winiata Anoka who can't hold on to it, and Hawke's Bay score another run. There's still only one out, and Shaw-Wallace helps herself to an RBI in the ball game.
Yeah. One
down now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 runs have scored, 6 runs to 3. The break is becoming significant. And Nārunga Kaumoana Ponga it is who comes up to bat now. Bottom of the order. If they get back to the top of this order still intact, it is definitely Hutt Valley who are going to have to climb a mountain over the next couple of innings.
And that's not to say that mountain can't be climbed. We've seen Hutt Valley come back in these situations before. Now we've got that exciting game that we were looking for, Gary. It really
sure
is.
have.
Yeah.
They score 3 runs in the next innings. If they get the outs they want, then it's all locked up again, just like that. 2 down. And Aronga Kaumoana Ponga goes out on a pop fly straight up inside the diamond, and that'll bring to bat Mediana Markia back at the top of the order with Hawke's Bay threatening to go right through their batting order.
Markia just was short of the outfield fence in her last turn at bat. Facing a different pitcher, though, this time.
Yes, sometimes it just takes a little bit of time to adjust. Hits one hard straight back. A nice fielding by Rangitihi, Walters Rangitihi out there to end the innings and diffuse that situation, but not before. Hawke's Bay helped themselves to 5 runs in that innings and now lead this ball game by 6-3 over Hutt Valley. We'll find out what happens when we come back in just a minute. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are at Dynasty Ballpark, where Hawke's Bay have just opened this game up wide open to the tune of 5 runs in the 5th inning. We are now into the 6th innings of work, and it is Hawke's Bay who lead the ball game by 6-3 over Hutt Valley. Hutt Valley it is who will have to overcome this deficit. They'll start that opportunity to do that right now, and they come in with the bottom of their order, number 12, Caitlin Lewin it is. Who comes into bat. There's a big mountain ahead of them now.
Well, it's certainly one that Hutt Valley can still climb. We're actually bottom 5. And
bottom
off for
5,
Hutt Valley is Caitlin Lewin, and one you would expect to see in the top of any hitting order. So they've got a pretty strong hitting lineup coming up after Caitlin.
They sure have. We saw that when they came into the 3rd innings and helped themselves to 3 runs. But since then, in the 4th innings, 2 strikeouts and a ground out mean that Parnaby definitely back on her game.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, we talked about her international class, and yes, she is. Kaya Parnaby is certainly an international pitcher. When Hutt Valley scored their runs, we called what we called was a couple of powder puffs that went out there, so she hasn't really given up any solid hits. And I can see her just knuckling down. Having said that, there's one in the dirt.
Yep. That's a 3-2 pitch, ladies and gentlemen, that loads it up for the batter there is Caitlin Lewin. This time she gets the drop ball
pitch.
on the
That's
spot.
a drop and a half. Look at that.
That one just disappeared right into the turf and strikes out Caitlin Lewin. That's 3 strikeouts and 4 batters now for
Yes.
Parnaby, and we go to the top of the order with Kiri Winiata Inoka. Thinking about Hutt Valley and this part of their order, if they can get a runner on base with only one down,
They'll always be
Markia,
dangerous.
Figueroa, Andrews and Lacey Tungi, I know they are dangerous even against this pitcher.
Mind you, they are chasing 3 runs, and we talked about getting on in the game. We're into the 5th innings now. So let's hope that the panic stations don't creep into Hutt Valley's game. They've still got turns at bat to do it.
Yeah, they're probably the last team I would describe as prone to panic.
Yeah.
would be
Wrong
Hutt Valley.
choice of wrong word.
Yeah. But yes, I know what you mean. I mean, if you're gonna introduce panic mode, maybe 3 outs for the ball game in the 7th inning.
Yeah.
But still plenty of time for them to work their way back into this ball game. We saw Auckland do an able job of it through the middle innings of their game before they couldn't come back. Too big a hill for them to climb. Now it's Hutt Valley's turn to do it. And in order, of course, for Hawke's Bay to be in this situation, they had to come from a deficit themselves.
Yes.
They were 3-1 down. Lovely rising pitcher, that one. This one's hung in the zone, and it has been hit hard by Winiata Inoka, but has been caught out there at left field for the second out here in the inning. You saw the smiles erupt on the infield
Nice
there.
catch. Nā rongo kaumoana ponga from Whanganui. Whanganui.
Marama Markia comes up to bat now. 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th innings. No one on base.
We saw Marama in the early game against Auckland, sort of absolutely commit to running down the base. Hits weren't that great, but she was able to get there safely by pure commitment and speed down at
Well, she does. She gives
space.
herself a
She
chance
gives everything.
every time.
Yep.
This time she's hit one, and it's just a soft fly ball to second base for the 3rd out. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is kind of what we might have thought from Hawke's Bay. But, hey, the game's still pretty close. We'll find out what happens with more action when we come back. There we go, 5 innings complete, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with the top of the 6th innings and the same start as the previous innings for Hawke's Bay, with Kerry Simeon up to bat, and she's the one that got it going for them last
she
time.
did. She started off that run fest of 5 runs in a row for Hawke's Bay in the last turn at bat.
They put 5 on the trot, ladies and gentlemen, before they even had an out, which is what both of these teams are capable of doing. They just score runs and blocks. And as a coach, that's exactly what you want from your batting lineup.
Look at the situations. There's Auntie Curie facing her niece, Jada Walters-Rangi, and they train together all the time.
Auntie versus niece.
Yes.
If anybody knows what's coming from this picture, it is
Yeah.
Kerry Simeon.
These two do the extras all the time. They do it together. Lovely to see.
I'll take a deep breath, young lady, because if anyone knows what your auntie is capable of hitting, it is you as a pitcher. There we go. Pulls the strings on that one. It's hit down the third base line, and the throw is overcooked. There's a nice little polite exchange before Kerry Simeon helps herself to second base on the overthrow.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an unfortunate error on the throw from third base to first.
It is, I
Nice
think.
little, I'm sorry, did I get you?
Yeah.
Two teammates, and then the ball goes past. Are you all right? However,
If Lara is the captain of that team, she'll run over to Denver and say, "Stop being so nice."
Yeah. Well, let's put Kerry Simeon in a scoring position.
Kerry Simeon at second base and exactly where she was in the previous innings. And there's another hit. This time it's deep. It's caught out there at right field. Kerry tagged up this time and she has helped herself to third base. So nice job by Hawke's Bay to move that runner to third base. Rita Hokianga it was.
Yep. Deep right field fly. Great catch there by Varney Gibson. Got the ball in as quick as she could, but Simeon was always going to advance from second to third.
There we go. This time it is Kerry at third base, and this time it's Hope Weber.
Oh, look, she'll
coming
be
up
really
the bat.
championing the bit. She's had 3 walks in this game.
3 walks in a row means she's been on base 3 times in a row.
She'll be like an angry bear wanting to get a hit.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is stare down an angry bear. According to Daniel Bean, you're supposed to grin at them.
I bet you that's exactly what Jade is doing right now.
No. There we go. This one's launched high
Steve,
by Hope Weber.
it's
Again,
gonna
it's going to be a sacrifice fly. That'll score the runner from third base. And indeed it does. But with 2 down, that is a professional job of batting by Hawke's Bay to convert another run.
Yep. Not much you could do on that one. Deep and long.
This time with no runners on base, it will be Melanie Giddings up to bat to get them going again. And that's about, without actually using a bunt to advance a runner, that's about as professional a batting to score the run as you'll want to see.
Oh, look, they'll be very happy with one. I'm sure they'd want more, but they
There we
won't be
go.
complaining.
Nice job. This time it is Hutt Valley who mop up the third out in the 6th innings here. But it is Hawke's Bay who extend their lead by another run. We might call that an insurance run at this stage of the ball game. 7-3 over Hutt Valley. We'll find out what Hutt Valley can do when they come out to bat in just a minute. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. In the beautiful sunshine at Dynasty Ballpark, it is Hawke's Bay who lead this grand final now. And we might call this a little bit of a healthy lead. 7-3 over Hutt Valley. Hutt Valley definitely capable of coming back in this one. And it's Candela Figueroa here in the bottom of the 6th innings. He looks to lead off the hitting.
Currently she's hitting 2 from 2. Popped up.
And that streak has just been ended on the commentator's curse right there. As she becomes the first out here in the bottom of the 6th innings.
A little bit surprised about that. I could regard her as a power hitter. Not sure she was ever going to get away with a run bunt.
Yeah, interesting that she's turned to bunt on the very first pitch. They might have worked out that the percentages of she's definitely looking for first pitch strikes.
Yeah.
Kaya Parnaby. Lara Andrews, who it is up to bat now, has had a great tournament and a great game, actually. She's 1 from 2 so far in her at-bats.
If anybody can start something for Hutt Valley, it'll be Lara.
There we go. She's hit one hard. It looks like it's heading out towards right field. It is indeed, and it's Pani Monk out there that makes the catch in right field for the second out. And Hutt Valley just saving Parnaby some work by swinging at early pitches.
Yeah, a little bit of a sun problem there, so she did well to block the sun out and make that catch. Well done, Pani Monk.
In this case, she's wearing glasses, but she's got no cap on. So.
Yeah.
Almost sort of half the job in terms of protecting herself from the sun there.
Really looking forward to this matchup. Lace Tangiano, one of New Zealand's strongest hitters. Kaya Parnaby, one of Australia's best pitchers.
Yeah, Lace Tangiano is having a great day and a great tournament. And this time she's reached for one around the outside, and it's one of those powder puff hits. We just said in unison there. Nice one, Naomi. And Tangiano, who is safe at first base. And again, we're looking at Hutt Valley going at first pitches early in counts. This is a change. It's almost like the coaches got together and had a discussion and decide this is going to be a tactic.
Yeah.
Mixed results so far with 2 down, and Denver Shaw Tate up to bat. One swing of the bat here could do damage to this ball game right now, so we'll see what happens. Parnaby rears back to go again, fires one high into the zone, not called a strike. That had a bit of gas on it, that one. Possibly the fastest pitch today.
Poppy Priddle's come out to run for Lace Tangiano. Denver Shaw, the batter in the box. She had such a good batting performance in a previous game. She could be on form for this.
Fires that one through the zone, keeps the venom on the gas on that pitch.
Yeah.
She seems to have just gone up a K or two. And great pitchers are capable of doing that, just varying their pace, whether it's up or down. This time it's hit out to shortstop. Has a look at second base.
Look at second.
Didn't have to in the end. Took the easy out at first to finish off the innings, and that is 6 complete now. We head into the 7th inning, and it will be Hawke's Bay up to bat before Hutt Valley get their opportunity. 7-3 is the score to Hawke's Bay. We'll be back with more action in just a minute. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We come back to a shot of the surrounding fauna, flora and fauna here at...
trees. How about trees?
Trees. We'll call them trees. Here at Dynasty Ballpark, where it is Hawke's Bay leading the ball game here now in the 7th innings. The grand final. It's the 7th inning, Naomi, and we're already nearly finished in the grand final of a game that has kind of burned slowly and then all of a sudden erupted in the 5th inning.
Well, it's a 7-run lead, a 7-3 lead to Hawke's Bay, but they all know very well that Hutt Valley have the potential to come back at any time, so they'll be very keen to add to that 7. Hayley Breakwell is a great batter in the box to get that started.
Yeah, she had a great hit in the previous innings.
Double it up.
It is Hayley Breakwell who's looking to get Hawke's Bay going here in the 7th innings. Hard to believe that when they're done, it will be 3 for the ball game.
It has gone through reasonably quickly, but there have been 10 runs scored in the game, so there has been plenty of action.
Well, after our 23 runs scored in the earlier game, I imagine that Hutt Valley might be tiring a little bit. But 23 runs in the earlier game, 10 runs here, it's so much more of an exciting game than it used to be.
Yes, and Walters Rangitihi it is who tries to take the strings off that one. She does, but it's a moon shot as it goes over the batter's head and into the catcher's glove. And that means that Breakwell enjoys a hitter's count of 3 balls and 1 strike. And earns the walk for Hawke's Bay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 walks in the ball game for both pitchers. That might be a stat that will haunt them as well.
Yeah.
Too many free bases there.
Yeah, that's right. And they always put pressure on on the field. But I am still loving seeing, our 2 young pitchers, Jada Walter-Rangatihi, Angela Harrison, 2 young and up-and-coming pitchers. I'm sure they're going to be working out in that building that we see in the back one day, getting some intensive instruction or pitching training or pitching coaching, whatever's needed.
Stick a roof and some walls on that building and she'll be ready to go.
Yeah.
Right, here we go. Walters Rangitihi, it is. Continues go to work. This time it's to Pania Monk. Staring back at her in the batter's box, he goes hard at the first pitch and launches it into the rental vans at the back.
I want to congratulate Canterbury Softball Association for the fine tournaments that they run, really first class. Look at those turfs on Diamond 1 and 2, able to stream every game, all 5 diamonds. It's a pretty amazing achievement.
That is a wonderful feat, and Canterbury they have since the World Cup, really, back in 2004, had an amazing facility to work with. They've improved it over the years to the point now where it is really one of the classy venues for our representative tournaments in the country.
Yeah, and Softball New Zealand have used this weekend to launch Softball Poioka, Aotearoa, and they're also doing a bit of a send-off for the under-23 boys who are going to their World Championships in Colombia later this year. So that's really good to see, taking opportunity of all the getting all the softball stalwarts together.
Excellent. And Pania Monk hits it hard down the third base line for foul. Turns on that one really quickly.
Wind's getting up a little bit there, Gary. You can see in the background the flag fluttering away.
Looks like a bit of a Canterbury nor'wester beginning to propagate there. Beautiful conditions for softball down in Canterbury at the moment. Monk's hit that one straight up the middle, and that's a fine piece of batting to move the runner to 2.
That's hit there.
And once again, we go into the danger zone, the red zone for Hutt Valley, as Hawke's Bay with none down have runners at 1 and 2. Misha Shaw-Wallace up to bat, helped herself to an RBI in her previous at-bat.
Hitting 2 from 3, so she's going to be a threat. Runner coming in for Pania Monk, Kim Arupa.
2 young girls out there who used to seeing each other on the diamond.
Yes.
Walters Rangitihi and Misha Shaw-Wallace.
Oh. They're such nice girls, they really are. And, it must be quite difficult to be playing against each other. Oh, change for Hutt Valley.
Hutt Valley are bringing Salas Giorgio in.
Salias Giorgio, yeah.
Another international player, another good pitcher herself.
Argentinian, yeah. Has been in New Zealand for a number of years now. Formerly played for Miramar, now playing for Te Aroha.
Yeah, no, she's a pitcher of some quality, and good on Hutt Valley for trying things. They possibly could have left the young Walters Rangitihi out there, but Hawke's Bay were still hitting. It's a very dangerous moment in the game, and Hutt Valley need to do whatever they can to get Hawke's Bay out of this innings without impacting the scoreboard.
Yeah.
So Talia Salas Giorgio it is who comes in for Walters Rangitihi. She's just about finished her warm-up pitches, and it will be interesting to see how Hawke's Bay
react to this. The way they're batting, I don't think they'll adjust anything. But Misha Shaw-Wallace having a great game herself, 2 from 3 at-bats.
And quite familiar with the pitching of Talia Salas, Giorgio too as well. They play against each other in the Hutt Valley competition. Saints out of the Saints Softball Club. Misha Shaw-Wallace out of the Saints Softball Club.
So, yes, she will have seen quite a lot of
Many
this.
times.
Mm. But, I mean, this just adds experience as much as anything else to the mound for Hutt Valley. As we see the bunts put down, it's a fine bunt indeed. There's a bit of a double pump there to pick it up, but the out is affected. Nice job done for the out, but that does move the runners to 2 and 3 with only 1 down.
Yeah, lovely sacrifice bunt there by Misha. I might have been a little bit inclined to let her hit away, but there you are. They want to score another couple of runs to try and keep the game safe for Hawke's Bay.
Yeah, I mean, obviously...
Oh, that was her sister Denver that took you out. She won't be happy about that.
Oh, if it sets up a couple of runs, the bragging rights might go back onto the other foot, but it's set up at least 1. There is another one in scoring position out there. They've got runners at 2 and 3.
That's right.
And, the equation doesn't change for Hutt Valley. They need to get out of this innings without letting Hawke's Bay extend the score any further. It's already hard enough having to score runs against a pitcher of the quality of Parnaby without the deficit increasing at the same time. But Salas Giorgio it is who hasn't been involved in the day's plays so far today. I'm assuming she's had input throughout the tournament. But definitely has the experience to come straight off the bench and throw strikes. There we go. This one's hit hard up the middle. Fielded out there. It's going to get thrown into third base.
And hopefully score another run.
And Hawke's Bay it is who score another run.
Excuse me.
Oh, I'm just happy it wasn't me for a change. But there's the replay on a fine piece of hitting.
Nice hit. Nā rongon ko moana ponga.
And there's the play at third plate, and the run has scored, and there's a bit of tangle of limbs there from Shaw-Wallace and third baseman there.
Oh, that'll be Kim Arupa and Lace Tangiano, and they'll be saying, hello.
Kim Arupa,
how are you? Both in the same club.
Yeah. 8-3 it is now, and they're back at the top of the order. 1 down still. The run has scored. The lead extends. It's now 5 runs. Hawke's Bay in the lead. Hard swing, and that ball flies out towards outfield and goes foul.
Might have been a little bit inclined to let that one drop so that the runner on third base didn't score from that deep fly.
Yeah, that's right. The equation, I've got runners on the corners now. Hawke's Bay, as we see another one flying out towards left field. This time the catch is taken. And back inside the diamond in the blink of an eye, and the runner's unable to be scored, and it's 2 down.
Oh, that's showing some respect for the arm of Ivani Gibson out in right field. I would have expected Kim to go for that one, to be honest. Deep enough to score from 3. But look at that jump. Throws right on the mark. She actually made the right decision. You know, that's a great play from Ivani Gibson.
The throw's right on the spot. That brings to bat now Kerry Simeon, who faces her third pitcher of the ball game.
Something you wouldn't expect to see, 3 pitches in one ball game. There you are. It's been quite a common thing here. Kerry's been hitting really well and also scored 3 runs.
Hutt Valley pitching by committee in this one. It was always going to be a tough ask to keep this Hawke's Bay batting lineup, who is one of the teams in this tournament that matches Hutt Valley man for man in terms of batting power. We talked about Hutt Valley's overwhelming ability. Hawke's Bay definitely matches that.
I just can't help feeling that the game's not over until it's over. You know, Hutt Valley still have another turn at bat. You might say 8-3 is a significant lead, but it never is for the likes of a team like Hutt Valley.
You never lay down and rest on a lead when it's Hutt Valley. There's too many teams throughout history of softball in this country who've done that and regretted it.
Yes.
There we go, and it is Kerry Simeon. Comes in to go again. This time it's Salas Giorgio, hits it. Foul ball. We are in the 7th innings, ladies and gentlemen, but Hutt Valley will get an opportunity to bat. Regardless of whatever the score ends up being here at the top of the innings. It's a
That was a nice pitch, yeah.
Could
Great
see she
hitting there
wanted
from
that
Kerry.
one.
Yeah, stay off that one.
Yeah, that was a brave lead, that one.
Yeah, it was.
3 balls, 2 strikes and a full count. But, we've asked for it. We talked about it at the beginning of the game. He's not called that outside spot on the plate in the whole game. Just being consistent. There we go. Kerry does a great job in earning the walk and keeping it going. That'll load the bases up.
And, of course, Kerry, is a great catcher in her own right. She'll know the strike zone really well. She'll know what the umpire is calling and what he isn't calling. It's a great quality at bat for her to pick up a ball this late in the game, a walk this late in the game.
Catchers do tend to be good at taking pitches deep into counts because they do know that zone so well. They're also good at picking up what the umpires are doing when it comes to the zones. They leave very little chance when it comes to the bat. Stephen Ratu was probably one of the best at that.
Yeah.
Obviously, we had the best at it as well, Mark Sorensen.
The GOAT.
Rita Hokianga, it is up to bat. She's had 2 hits in her previous 2 at-bats straight out to right field. One was hit the turf, the other one got caught. So she's having a great grand final herself. She swings hard at that one.
Great cut there.
Flat and hard. The ball went past for a strike. Just when you're thinking you're not going to get a ball past that. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Rita Hokianga in this one. Giorgio goes to go again. Fires it in. There's Hokianga who plays it. Dunbar second base. Takes the out. And there we go. That is the end of the inning. But not before Hawke's Bay get themselves another insurance run. It's 8-3 as we head into the bottom of the 7th innings. She's all on now for Hutt Valley. We'll find out what happens when we come back in just a minute. Blow onto the ground. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. We're in the bottom of the 7th innings here in the grand final, 2026 National Fast Pitch Championship. She's all on for love or money if you're a Hutt Valley supporter, because they're 5 runs behind. Hawke's Bay enjoy the lead, 8 runs to 3 as we see the first pitch is launched high in the air. They're trying to get it from all corners. It hasn't been able to take it. She's rounded first. She's gone to 2. She's all the way to 3. She's turning around looking at home plate. The ball's back now. Naomi, that's the way Hutt Valley wanted to start.
Oh, absolutely. You know, we always knew that Hutt Valley would come back, and what a great person to kick that off. What I want to note is that, this is women's distance fences, and anything that normally goes that far usually only ends up with a runner at second base, but Ivani Gibson is so quick. She's able to get around to third base on that hit.
Naomi, we've talked this girl up throughout today's play in the semi-final, and what a performance she's put out there today.
Yeah.
Absolutely a stunning display from a person with such a young head on those shoulders.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she really is one of the superstars of the future, one of the many that are currently at this tournament.
Wow. That's going to bring to bat now. It looks like I can quite get a number there. We've got a pinch hitter in there. It's number 16, Michelle Bedwell. Came in the previous game and got them going. With a hit. Strongly built batter. Looks like she possesses a lot of power herself. They do need to pull everything out of the toolbox here to try and get something going. It's a great start by Gibson. She's standing out there at third base. Hutt Valley, in order to win it, they've got to score 6 runs. I mean, we know that must be a near impossibility, but gosh, they've got to give it a great go here.
There's no such thing as an impossibility here with Hutt Valley. We've seen them come from behind. We've seen them produce a large number of runs, in all innings.
Well, you have mentioned it, their ability to score runs and blocks, but not for Bedwell. This time she strikes out. She came in for Atila Tavide, who wasn't having that bad a ball game, but Caitlin Lewin, it is, who comes up.
I'm thinking that Parnaby stepped it up a little bit. She can see the end is near.
She can see the finish line. You're quite right.
Down there.
Yeah, and let's give kudos to that Hawke's Bay team as well for their performance in the ball game. They had to come from 3-1 down to enjoy what's looking like a healthy lead here in the 7th innings. So they've done extremely well to come back from that.
It was real team hitting in the 5th innings here, where they produced 5 runs in that innings. That brought them back into the game.
There we go. She's out there at third base, staring down 60 feet for a run. It is Ivani Gibson. And Hutt Valley coaches, staff, Cindy Putai, Joe Potter, trying to do everything they can to influence this ball game. They've made changes at the bat. They've made changes on the mound. It's the sort of changes that you do expect from a coach when they are trying to do whatever they can to influence the ball game.
Oh, there's so many options in this game, for both teams, and that's what makes it such a great game. As a coach, you've got so many choices to make on players, offensive, defensive plays, strategy. It really keeps you on your toes the whole game.
Well, here we go. It is Parnaby, this great Australian pitcher, who rears back and fires one up into the zone. Lewin had just about caught up with that.
Yeah, she had the bat speed to match it.
Yeah. Fouls it back to the fence. 2-2 count now. Parnaby on an even count. Should be looking to take this batter right here. Takes the speed off that one and loads up the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Caitlin Lewin.
We've been treated to 2 great games, haven't we, up to this point? So much action going on.
Yeah, well, it just hasn't been a march. So there we go. Lewin's just popped it down in front of herself.
Oh, nice out.
And finally got the out, but the run does count, so Hawke's Bay can tick one off.
Yeah, great out there by Kaya Parnaby. That was always going to be a difficult one to get. But they weren't interested in the run crossing the plate. They've got enough runs there to be safe. They're 2 down now. Yeah, it
is an interesting one. I know Hutt Valley have to score the runs, but they can't score them at the expense of outs. Because they haven't got enough to do that.
Nice pick up there from Isha Shaw Wallace at first base. I hadn't realised that it hit the dirt or the turf just before it got her. Nice take.
So this is the top of their order. They're 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th innings. A swing of the bat could keep them in, or could also end it. This time she's popped flight out. It's gone on to the grass.
Nice hit there by Kitty Winiata.
If you say that Hutt Valley were hanging on to the precipice by just one slim little finger there, Winiata and Oka have enabled them to just put another finger on the top of the cliff.
But of course, as Hutt Valley get deeper in this order, it gets really exciting.
Does get exciting.
They've got coming up, even though it's 2 down.
Well, you got Mark here, Figueroa, Andrews, Tangiano, and Tate. Shaw Tate.
It doesn't end.
So, if they do manage to get a 2-out roll on going, we could see anything happen.
We could do.
Right, there we go. Strike there. Goes past Marama Mark here, who watches that one. 1 ball, a 1 strike, and Hutt Valley are not letting themselves go down without a fight. They're not being struck out. They're getting out on base. They are just refusing to let go.
They certainly are. That's the tenacity and resilience that they've shown throughout this whole tournament.
Hawke's Bay, their demeanour hasn't really changed throughout the ball game. They've done a fairly professional job throughout, looking to close this one out. Not quite able to do it by batter yet, as we see Mark here try and bunt that one down the third base line. With her speed, she'd have made that quite comfortably, I would be willing.
It's her speed that creates those opportunities, I call it. You wouldn't expect to see a bunt at this stage of the game, but even when she does put the ball on the ground, it's always going to be a difficult out.
Yeah, we are talking about an opportunity, you possibly might have seen Mark here make it, but you might not have seen first base. There's the pop fly, and it gets taken out there at third base, and that's going to end the ball game. The gallant Hutt Valley go down to Hawke's Bay, the 2026 national champions over Hutt Valley, and there's a celebration for you, a celebration and a half. That may be a new name we're going to engrave on the cup, or whatever it is they get these days.
Yes. Oh, fantastic win there for Hawke's Bay. Well done. True team performance, unbeaten through this whole tournament, so very deserved winnings of this National Fast Pitch Championship. Well done. Congratulations, Hawke's Bay. Well done, Hutt Valley.
Well, they really did open it up, Naomi, in the 5th inning. Other than that, up until then, it was a very, very tight ball game. Hutt Valley were, we won't say enjoying, because you never sit on a 2-run lead, but they were ahead by 3-1. And in the 5th innings, it was really Hawke's Bay just put their foot to the floor.
Yes, they did. 5 runs in 1 innings was enough to give them what they needed to take through to the end, give them the confidence to, in defence, on offence, and very well worthy winners of this national championship.
So 5 runs in that innings. They scored another 2 runs to close it out for the ball game. A gallant Hutt Valley who should try and give everything they had to them. In the end, maybe the difference was on the mound.
Well, certainly. I mean, I have to give credit to Kaya Parnaby. But she still gave up a number of hits. She's a world-class pitcher. She gave up a number of hits to Hutt Valley, so full credit for them to be able to put runners on base. But it wasn't enough, and certainly a very strong performance from Kaya Parnaby.
Well, there we go, Naomi. We're going to put you on the spot again and get you to name the MVP for the grand final.
Well, I knew you'd do that to me, and I was sort of partly prepared. We've talked a lot about the influence of Kaya Parnaby on the mound, the Aussie flamethrower, but I'm going to go for one of the local girls, and I say that because hitting 1, 2, 3 from 4 turns at bat, scored 3 runs, and that goes to Kerry Simeon from Hawke's Bay / Hutt Valley. Hutt Valley player playing for Hawke's Bay. MVP of this game is my pick for this game.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen, the MVP for the grand final, and it is Kerry Simeon from Hawke's Bay this year who gets the MVP. Hawke's Bay it is who win the grand final. We just don't want you to go anywhere, because in the background you can already see Canterbury warming up to take on Auckland in the men's grand final. But for this one at the moment, grand final list is Hawke's Bay over Hutt Valley. And we'll end it for you right there. And I'm Gary Rohihi for Beyond the Dugout Broadcasting.
And for Naomi Shaw, my colour commentator, I'd like to thank her very much once again for her input into the game alongside me, and for the rest of the team from Beyond the Dugout. Enjoy these replays of what's been an amazing tournament for the women down in Canterbury, and Canterbury putting on an amazing tournament. But thank you very much, and don't go anywhere. Come back for that men's grand final. Thank you.
Kia ora.
Hits this one hard. It's gone through the 5-6 hole, and Simeon gets them going. That's a great piece of work to get Hawke's Bay going, especially in those last couple of innings. So she'll be looking to put a swing. And there she goes. She launches one out the right field. The catch is made, and that is actually going to hold the runner up as she didn't quite tap.
Some great catch. Did really well to get the ball in so quickly. I think they thought that it was through the gap, but don't underestimate that young player out there. She has made some
Getting the run scored as we see a nice pitch on the outside of the plate, but we're already seeing a bit of consistency. Hits this one at shortstop, that follows that up, and that is taken out at second base.
No, there's a little one.
This time, and the throw is fired down. Yeah, I'd say it doesn't matter who's in the box, you're in danger. This time she rises one into the zone. It's popped out to Hokianga, who gets the sun full in the eyes.
The hand up, your throwing hand up to shade the sun. Figueroa a little bit lucky.
Won't be overruled by this occasion
Not at all.
And there we go. She lines one straight back to Parnaby, who catches it. Sure is waiting to get a turn in this grand final. There will be many finals. This time it is Misha Shaw-Wallace who hits one out to centre field, and that is gobbled up out there and fired in. But not before short. Means Ponga will be safe at one.
Right, that play was made by Denver Short take down to the lead runner at second base. Nice out by Hutt Valley.
Mediana Mark here it is, who comes in to bat. It's an interesting grand final, as I know.
That statistic. Ball driven up the middle.
Nice hit up the middle this time. That is safe, leading the ball game by a slim margin of 1-0.
Oh, that's quite close at second base. Well done. Yeah.
Very good for her. She's got young pitchers.
So
these replays there.
Oh, that's nice action.
Show it, and it was just fine catch out there.
A good drive too. Yeah. Yes, they
have.
I've already booked accommodation over there.
Semi-final. But this time she gets an inside pitch, turns on it very well, hits it straight to third base. We'll be looking to do what she, and that's a rears back the pitch. And there's a nice pitch, and that's his job to know all these young athletes. There we see, there's a nice hit out to right field.
Yeah, another safe hit to 17, I'm not sure. She may have just recently had a 17th birthday.
Here we go, the steal is on. The throw is excellent from getting right on. It's going along a little bit quicker. And 1-0 into shallow centre field. Coming in to catch it. And there's a nice job out there in this ball game. And there's a fine hit straight through the 5-6 hole there for Caitlin Lewin.
Great opportunity.
There's the bunt. First pitch, dropped straight this time. And there we see that. Turned very well on this one. It is Weber who picks it up at third base. Fires it across for the out. But not before popping. This time it's low.
Work.
It's a great job by Mark here to earn a walk right there. Slightly different clip as to the previous one. This one launched high into the outfield. It's going to land on the grass, and that's probably going to score one. It could score two, and it does. This time she's done one better, and she hits one into the grass in the outfield. That should mean Figueroa will get all the way around, and she does. Another player with speed to boom. Classy they are of the bat themselves. And Lacey has hit that one very hard. It's going straight down the throat out there of left field. Scoring runs in bunches as well. This one is hit by Shaw-Wallace out to shortstop. That's a dangerous play because
then they progress. They go on to the elite game.
Yep. And that's of course sister Marama do very well for Hutt Valley. There she is, the athlete she is. She's hoisted one high. It's nicely taken for this tournament.
Well, I was actually just looking at that before, and they are their team is composed hitters right through the order. They really need to start.
That on the shoulder. She sees this one and she goes hard at it.
And it's
Oh, not able to be caught. So Simeon will be rounding first, heading towards 2. And that's the
Any hitters have a shot at it, to be honest.
nice. And this one's hit hard also. This is going to go all the way out to the fence at right field. It's going to get Kerry Simeon come in from second base. And there's a fine job this time, though, because, they're looking to get it evened up.
Also coaches the Saints under 19. She's got the capability, she's got the experience.
And she's launched one this time, and it's gone deep to the fence. That's going to score the 2 runners. The old one runner out there. And Giddings herself.
And now we've got a tied ball game going on.
She gets ready to face Rangiti, and there's a big hit. This time it's gone deep. It's 2 bounces into the fence. It's going to score runs. It's both runners who come in to score.
Through the ball.
Yeah. And it's an unenviable position for Rangitihi to come into as we see a hard hit out to second base. It's a full diving take out there. And
herself.
There we go, and she's hit this one in this time. It is Winiata and Nokia who can't. Hits one hard straight back. A nice fielding by Rangitihi. There we go, pulls the strings on that one. It's hit down the third base line, and the throw is overcooked. There's a nice little polite exchange before Kerry Simeon helps herself to second base on the overthrow, exactly where she was in the previous innings. And there's another hit. This time it's deep. It's caught out there at right field. Kerry tagged up this time, and she has helped. There we go. This one's launched high by Hope Weber again. It's going to be a sacrifice fly. That'll score the runner from third base. And indeed it does. There we go. Nice job. This time it is Hutt Valley who mop up the third out in the 6th innings here. But it is the bottom of the 6th innings. He looks to lead off the hitting.
Currently she's hitting 2 from 2. Popped up.
And that streak has just been ended.
Start something for Hutt Valley. It'll be Lara.
There we go. She's hit one hard. It looks like it's heading out towards right field. It is indeed. And it's Pony.
One of Australia's best pitchers.
Les Taniano is having a great day and a great tournament. And this time she's reached for one around the outside, and it's one of those powder puffs. We just said it. This time it's hit out to shortstop. Has a look at second base. Didn't have to in the end at the moment. Monk's hit that one straight up the middle, and that's a fine piece of batting to move the runner to 2. As we see the bunts put down, it's a fine bunt indeed. There's a bit of a double pump there to pick the bench and throw strikes. There we go. This one's hit hard up the middle. Fielded out there. It's going to get thrown into third base.
And hopefully score another run.
And Hawke's Bay it is who's crazy. I've got runners on the corners now. Hawke's Bay as we see another one flying out towards left field. This time the catch is taken. And back inside the diamond in the lead. 8 runs to 3 as we see the first pitch is launched high in the air. They're trying to get it from all corners. It hasn't been able to take it. She's rounded first. She's gone to 2. She's all the way to 3. She's turning around and looking at home plate. The ball.
In all innings.
Well, you have mentioned it, their ability to score. Yeah, well, it just hasn't been a march. So there we go. Lewin's just popped it down in front of herself.
Nice out.
And finally got the out, but the run does. This time she's popped flight out. It's gone on to the grass.
Nice hit there by Kitty winning it.
We might have seen Mark here make it, but you might not have seen first base. There's the pop fly, and it gets taken out in the ball game. The gallant Hutt Valley go down to Hawke's Bay. The 2,000 celebration and a half. That may be a new name we're going to engrave on the cup. Or what?
It was enough to give them what they needed to